Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and practice sharpening grind using my flat platen. I did get this set up, I think at least reasonably well enough to get a good flat surface for getting my final edge on it. I'm going to use my practice template here that I ground out last time and just see if I can get a nice decent edge on that. Just practice that, make sure I like how it turns out. I'm not going to measure any angles, as I think I can eyeball this well enough to get a functional edge. I'm not too worried about predetermined angles that are typically on knife blades. Although I think I will be able to get pretty close to one of those anyway, just from the amount of knives I've sharpened and just kind of eyeballing it. So we're going to work on that now. I have my grinder on low speed to get a little bit better control and not remove too much material. And this is also a fairly high grit belt. We'll see if this does the job. If not, we'll move up to a 220 and see how that works. I don't want to start off too coarse, however, as that will just be that much more work to polishing that edge to a point where maybe we can pop some hairs. So let me check this text message real quick and then we'll get started. Alright, you may notice a table kind of appear out of nowhere depending on how I edit this. I decided to go ahead and put the tool rest on here just to give me a little bit better control. No use to get this far and screw up on one of the most important parts. That should also be a fairly easy part, so let's get it done. I'll grab my practice blade first, just to make sure I don't screw up. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my belt to a 220. Alright, I started the sharpening process on my highest grit Trizact belt. It's an A45. I forget what that grit is, but it's much higher than 220. So I backed it down to a 220 grit belt just to kind of speed up the process a little bit, and I think this will still give me a clean enough edge that I can polish it quite easily with the other belts and maybe a buffing wheel. So let's try this one. table over a little bit to give me a little better run at this. Alright, it's starting to get a little bit of a wire edge. This blade started out quite a bit thicker than what I have to work with here, so the angle is going to be a little bit higher, which looks a little bit wonky, but I think we'll go ahead and try to get an edge on that tonight. See what we can do with this one. Hopefully we'll make it look a little nicer than this. But I do kind of have a feel for it now. Unfortunately, I'm running out of room on my camera, so I'm going to shut this off for now and we'll pick it back up